with the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On first down, Otto. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now left side on the swing pass. Powering forward.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort.
Whoa.
It still won't go down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he Going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
They went 5.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot. Not there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 66 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Otto. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this one goes nowhere.
Today on EA Sports. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Throwing on first down. Otto. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Ravens now ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this deep.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd and 15. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Otto escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Otto. And he's got his big tight end here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 30.
Prime time, baby.
10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 70 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Otto. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's gonna be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Otto. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Looking to throw on second down. Otto. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. To throw on third down, Otto. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one caught by the tight end Bates. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. And Lance going to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Otto. This one swung out to Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Otto. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Otto. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. No problems in the field goal. Department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Lance now on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Lance looks to throw again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Lance now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. John Bates, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Hello? Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we are, Peter. Now, all right, continue.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And
yeah, run that. Yeah, good job, everybody.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense.
37 yards to glory, Henry Ruggs.
Right now, they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Still the leading scorer tonight for the Hornets with 10. On the follow, gets the tip in. Not only does he come out of that crack with a lefty hook, but he then follows the missed shot. 13-0 Chicago run. Almost 4 minutes for the Hornets without a point. Washington misses a 3 and nobody in the basket except red jerseys. They'll go in at halftime and look at this stretch of ball. No patience. No patience.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Lance. Reception here by Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Just keep an eye on this. Watch the push. There it is right there.
On first down, Lance. And the Chiefs are going to get him. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To try again after the sack. Lance. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On play action, Lance. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. This is Henry.
Man, let's go.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds.
Oh, Trey Lance. Come on, man. Well, now I can...
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run
Oh,
too.
step out of bounds, Trey Day. Come on, bro.
Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your deep.
Coming up on the Toyota halftime countdown to the trade deadline. Will either of these teams be making moves? Greedy, Stephen A.
Yay.
What a big-time drive in that situation.
You niggas sorry, man. Fuck y'all shit. Yeah. Coach, tell him. He's sorry. I'm good.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now
Missed him. That's cool, Eddie Reed. My bad.
you can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On first down, Otto. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Man, I missed 2
And he's
tackles.
going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space,
Man,
but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run, Montgomery. A nice little juke, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing on 1st down, Otto. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football
Baby
League.
Rob Woodson, let's go.
When that happens, you bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
It's true. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with a Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any edition.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What's your best option? What's your best option if you're James Harden for win? I'm going to tell you Kevin Durant all day. I'm going to always say Kevin Durant all day. That's his best option. And I will put it on the east side.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance eluding the pressure right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Lance. The screen pass here to Cohen.
Tariq. Got the hunt immediately ran away from me.
Aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here's Lance. It is he throws and the ball is out. It's a live football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over.
Oh,
they
fuck.
had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following the fumble recovery, Otto. This is caught by Robinson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a pass swung out.
No, sir.
Running back.
Good fucking tackle, bro.
4, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Got him. Got him. Got him. Julian Okwara. Free agency pickups. Let's go. Let's go. Make a play on 3rd down. Don't run from him. Don't run from him.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey,
motherfucker.
they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases,
don't run from him now.
Mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation,
now
there, they just followed everything.
Can niggas grab they nuts once more again?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's
Should have been a pick. Should have been a motherfucking pick. Should have been. Come on, Trey Day. It don't matter. You see, he dropped the biscuits in the basket early. I really, come on, Trey.
Two-score game could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet.
Yeah, he's butt
They
naked.
have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Hey. X Factor Riggs, let's go. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Get off it. Stand in there. Trade A. Hey, Sean Murphy Bunting is getting harassed by the young wild man.
35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
Little bitty niggas.
On the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
We work hard to get these moments back. Here's to keeping them forever.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That is caught by Cohen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on, baby.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
It's 8 o'clock.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw.
Woo!
Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Operating from the gun, Otto.
He ate that hoe. Fuck.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll leave it for Montgomery. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, man, y'all.
And that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run with a
No. Justin Simmons, the best in the league. The fuck you mean? Let's go.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance, he'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
There's your first pass. There's your second, and there's a third guy coming down the middle of the floor. Those things happen because I know I'd be working and running it off the ball. The passes would be there.
From the gun, Lance. And he will find his man.
Face mask.
Complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra
Where's
intensity.
Odell?
From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted.
Yeah, I just needed him to clear the window.
Roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
Again, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. From the 10.
Gritty, 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 gritty.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.
Let's go, I'm cool with
They'll
that.
get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch as he goes down. He goes up, plays the glass. Baby hook. Pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they got to change up what they've been doing. It hasn't been
We're heading to SoFi. And we know what it's like to get your heart rate.
Yes, sir. A quality dub. And my boy done hit a layer.
They're on the left to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision coming out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Mm-hmm. I feel good about it, Henry. My boy. 10,000. Let's go. Now, go upgrade our player.
Introducing SC 30-day money back guarantee.
Now first down carry by Jones. And he will be brought in about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it was second down.
Give credit to the defense for screaming that play out, and they gave up no comeback either. You notice tried to dart through. No place for him to go. It's a nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Michael Jordan back in 1993 owned the Hornets.
Pass coverage.
Literally, this night he had 52 points.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson.
He dunked it in the end zone.
And it's a lead for the Dolphins, but it's not quite complete. Wants to get his team back in the game at a 50-50 ball right there. He was a little closer. He's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think the good thing about quarterbacks taking a lot of confidence, the quarters are arrogant after what their team's production, and especially maybe when it gets away from bounds. That was the interception he had in the last drive. And Jackson starts up to stop. He gives himself up there at the end. 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the others for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got half the way up to Gage. And he's taken down inside the 30. Sanders on his last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come down and reestablished a tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh in his own line is definitely looking at their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice little reverse, nice gain too.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Jackson. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast. Tim converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, he needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation. They say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And he brought down somebody awkwardly here on a late play as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Well, when you get a lead running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes during the lead, defensive line comes out. But if you just get the hand up and get it out of the match, you got to get away with that. But as soon as you curl around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see. It's a foul time.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
the Chargers an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run. Yeah, how about him doing this a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he saw the one that was the football open up the running lane, and when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there. Both sides good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sense because they had it going pretty good last time, too. They had it going on for a while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get